Hello there.
Hello there.
Welcome to Murphy.
Welcome to Crash Bandicoot, starring Murphy.
How did Obi-Wan turn into Michael Caine?
Welcome to Murphy, starring Crash Bandicoot.
Sean played as Crash Bandicoot and he immediately fell into the canvas.
You're starting to turn into Crocodile Dundee.
Michael Caine, Dang it, okay. Michael Caine, Crocodile Dundee, same thing.
My name is Michael Caine, and I am the Crocodile Hunter.
That just made me picture Michael Caine as Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'm the dog. The big bad dog.
Oh,
Welcome back.
September 28th.
Hey, that almost revived comedy, I would argue.
You gotta make some strong arguments then.
I'm gonna really have to plead my case.
He's just looking for his glasses, Sean. Why'd you have to kick him?
Because he's a nerd.
My
Glasses are for nerds.
Says two guys that wear glasses.
Yeah, who wears glasses? Gosh.
You know what bugs me more than anything?
Bug snacks?
That's the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it yet. Anyways, people who wear glasses for fashion and fashion only, like the fake glasses.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, wow,
That was the
way
dumbest...
to make fun of my crippling depression.
Dude, that was the dumbest fad of all time. Like, the thing was like, there were celebrities that were actually, like, dropping money on, like, real frames that were, like, very expensive and just not having the lenses in them. And then there was also a group of people that were just taking 3D glasses from movie theaters and just cutting out the lenses and wearing them like they were cool. It is the all-time dumbest fad that's ever happened, and I will fight anyone on that. And some of you might be thinking, but Sean, the Harlem Shake happened. And to that I say...
The Harlem Shake was better.
It was. It was.
I remember doing that.
Oh, everyone did it.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? All of our parents did it too. And we have to live with that.
Do the Harlem Shake.
Boom, 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 boom.
I was slowly turning into, I don't actually know what the song's called or who it's by because it's like...
It's called Harlem Shake.
No, not that. It's a different song. But it's, you remember Sergio Campos from college?
Oh yeah, that guy.
And how he's Hispanic and very proud of it, which is great. But he had this song that he showed us that was actually super catchy, but it's very much a... like traditional Hispanic song, I suppose. But it's just the same note on like a keyboard going, and then eventually it goes, and it was low key the greatest song in the world, and I stand by that to this day.
It sounds like a song that would be in the old cartoon show Wacky Races.
What decade were you born in, Sean?
I watched a lot of Boomerang growing up. Have you ever heard of Boomerang?
Yeah, it's that thing that comes back at you.
September 28th. No, Boomerang was a network by Cartoon Network where it was all old cartoon shows. So, like, old episodes of Looney Tunes, Yogi Bear, Addams Family, like all these super, like, just these throwback retro cartoon shows, and those were my jam. There was a period of time where, like, all I watched was SpongeBob and, like, old cartoon shows that, like, my parents were okay with having on instead of Fox News because they watched that growing up.
And that period was 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Feels like 2 weeks ago. Life just goes so quick.
Life just goes so fast.
David, I just realized something. Every time we've had an episode up until now, you've had to ask me how the PS5 is. But this is the first time I get to ask you, what are you wearing today? No, I'm kidding. How's your PS5 experience?
It's good. I've been playing games. Yep.
All right, cool. So that was that.
No, I've been playing the newer Call of Duty that came out, and my wife and I have been playing the new Sackboy. Um, Outside of that, I've really only been playing the games that are on that
The
PlayStation
Plus
thing, and
collection.
there was like some that I tried and really liked that I'm still playing, like Ratchet and Clank and Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some that I tried out and was just like, eh, and then didn't play again.
Right.
Um, but my wife's been playing Final Fantasy 15 a lot too,
Oh,
so
cool.
even she's getting enjoyment out of it
That's awesome.
to the point where, you know, she quote unquote found it and got it for me, but really it was for both of us. So.
Well, our next guest, she's gonna have her first ever word in the show. Quick, yes or no? Are you liking Final Fantasy 15?
Yes.
Yeah!
That was my wife and not an automated message. I'm not that lonely.
I totally didn't force her into doing that. Anyway, she just became. She just schooled people that have 4 more subscribers than her.
Like my other channel.
Oh man. No, Japanese games have just never been my thing. The one that I keep hearing people on the internet never shut up about is Persona 5 Royal.
Mm-hmm.
And part of me has been tempted to try it out. I had a little money come my way, which speaking of, I have security deposit money for you after this.
Oh,
so,
sick.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah,
there's
pay off
some,
my wife for marrying me.
Yep, there's some insider scoop there for what our lives are like. But I might pick that up and give it a try, just to see what it's like and see what all these weebs are talking about.
These weebs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess
That
a
was
game
rough.
I've been playing recently. My wife got it for me for Christmas. I don't know if you've ever heard of the games Nioh, Nioh.
Oh, I've heard of those, yeah.
The Dark Souls clones,
Okay, yeah.
so to speak. I would say that they're more of a cross between Dark Souls and Diablo, and that's coming from someone who's never played Diablo. But according to a lot of people, Borderlands is Diablo with guns. So, but yeah, she got me the second Nioh because I had the first one already, and I've been playing that since Christmas. But that's of course on the PS4, and I still use the PS4 for the games that I don't have to have the PS5 for, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
It's kind of like having 2 places for storage,
Right.
so that I don't have to take up space.
Yeah, that I can't blame you on that. I was gonna say, well, if you can have them on your PS5, it runs better. But then also it is the thing of, yeah, the storage is kind of the one big problem right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's not even that it's like completely terrible, because it's not that bad. But the thing is the big problem is that there's no way to expand it.
Yeah.
And that's the part that's not very cash money right now.
Which at least, the system is a month or 2 old or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Like,
they,
that'll
they,
come.
they got plenty of time to get that going. And right now, like, you can have 5 or 6 games on the system, and it's not like it uninstalls your save data every time. It's just, hey,
Exactly.
pick a few games to play
Right.
those for a while, and then when you want to try something new, you just gotta uninstall this other one.
Right. And I guess the silver lining, too, is that internet speeds are getting better.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, games don't take as long to
It's
download.
it's not a 2-day waiting for Modern Warfare to
Oh my
download.
Gosh,
spree.
man. So, one of my biggest, just, like, tragedies in life was, like, okay, so my brother and I, dang it! Our brother and I got an Xbox 360 for Christmas when we were younger. Only problem, we got the version of the Xbox that got the red ring of death.
Heck yeah.
And our console got the red ring of death 4 times. So there would be multiple times where we would have to send in our Xbox to Microsoft for them to fix it. And we would have to go multiple weeks without a gaming console. Well, the last time we got the red ring of death was when we just bricked the thing. Because my brother and I decided that we wanted Grand Theft Auto 4. and we were gonna buy it online. Now the thing is that Grand Theft Auto 4 was gonna take a long time to download when we had super crap internet. But we figured, oh, we could just leave it on overnight, and then when we wake up, we got Grand Theft Auto 4. What's the hole in that? Well, the hole in that was that the console absolutely sucked when it came to cooling, and it completely bricked our console. So that's the story about how Grand Theft Auto 4 and my
how I
brother
became
and
the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
and that's how I met your mother. Yeah, so Ian, my brother and I were quite devastated when that happened, but I don't think that's going to be an issue from here on out.
Yeah, if the PS5 has a red ring of death, we probably would have heard about it by now.
Oh, for sure. Cyberpunk was actually bricking some consoles.
Was it?
Uh-huh. So that's cool. Shout out to Cyberpunk.
But you enjoyed it overall, right? That's what it sounded like to me.
At first,
Oh,
but the game just kind of kept pissing me off a little more and more, and so I asked for a refund. So I'll get that eventually. So,
wow.
yeah. Well, there was just a lot of things like I think I mentioned this last time. They just lied about the game that was going to be coming out, and like it's kind of like one of those things where like I didn't have that bad of an experience because I was playing on a PS5, but like there were just promises about the game that just straight up were not there. Even basic things like a police system that like even Grand Theft Auto 3 had figured out, but for some reason this
For those who don't understand game history, Grand Theft Auto 3 came out in 2001 and was the very first 3D port. Even the Grand Theft Auto games before that were only on the computers in the 90s had a police system.
A competent one, like a good one.
One that was technically put in there by accident. I don't know if you know, Sean, that Grand Theft Auto was originally just supposed to be a racing game.
Oh yeah.
But they couldn't figure out how to control the AI for the policemen, and so they just would go super berserk and run into you and stuff, and they were just thinking, you know what? Let's make this into a game. Scrap the racing concept, and now we'll just make it so you're a criminal and the cops go crazy.
Yeah, and now it's funny. Rockstar were asked if they were going to make another Grand Theft Auto game, and they were like, I don't know how in this current political climate we can make a Grand Theft Auto game. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, Grand Theft Auto games are all about making fun of political climates. Like, let's go. Like, make fun of my life, please, and thank you.
They'll probably do it. I know that fans of Rockstar have been hounding them for either the next Grand Theft Auto or the next Bully game, because they made a game called Bully.
Oh, I remember Bully.
I never played it, but I've heard great things about it, and their fans are apparently saying like, "Hey, you made Red Dead 2? You've made 5 Grand Theft Autos. Let's make a sequel to Bully or something."
Yeah. Well, I can't believe just like how popular Grand Theft Auto 5 still is. Like,
Because it came out 7 years ago.
it's now come out on 3 generations of consoles. Like, it's come out on the PS3, the PS4, and the PS5, and the Xbox, whatever the hell they're called.
Tells you where our honor lies.
Well, also it tells you that the way that Xbox names their consoles is dumb. I like Xbox; they do cool stuff. But
There was Xbox, then there was Xbox 360, and you're like, all right, so what's the next one? Xbox 720? No.
yeah,
Xbox One.
or even they could have just gone with just the name Xbox again. They could have just redone it, and I would have been fine. That would have been better than Series S, Series X.
Yeah, because those are Roman numerals that still don't make sense.
Exactly. Well, S isn't a Roman numeral.
I'm pretty sure it is. It's a really big number. I'm gonna look
All right,
this up.
yeah, we gotta look this up.
I'm gonna look this up. Meanwhile, how's Crash going?
I mean, it could be worse, but it's really not going that well. I am farther than I've been.
Get further. Jump higher.
I'm trying.
Toyota.
Toyota.
Okay, I stand corrected. But do you know what other letters are Roman numerals? Everyone knows of the I's, the V's, and the X's, right?
Those were the three I was gonna say, and then I was gonna be done.
There's also L's, and C's, and D's.
Hey, if you put a C on top and bottom of each other, that makes an S.
And M. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because an I is a 1. An I or a lowercase L, whatever you want to, say for that one. And then a V is 5, an X is 10, a L is 50, a C is 100, a D is 500, and an M is 1,000.
To all of our classic Roman viewers out there, your alphabet's stupid. I mean,
considering that it's
your numbers
yeah,
are stupid. It's not an alphabet.
How do you say your alphabet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Man, it's good that we don't sing our ABCs or our 1, 2, 3s like that.
Yeah, I think we'd run out of breath.
My wife was amazed that I can say my ABCs backwards.
Yeah, that's a little too much brain power for me, Steve.
I learned it in kindergarten, and I've just never let it go.
That's what I say about my crippling anxiety. I learned it in kindergarten. I just never let it go. Alexa,
Z Y X W V T S R Q P O N M L K J I S G F E D C B A. Yeah.
Peculiar flex, but okily dokily.
Yeah, I can't do the table. I almost said table of contents. The periodic table song or whatever.
Okay, so I have a funny story for you guys. I'm going to give a little bit of a background to explain it to our audience, but one of the predominant conversation topics that we had at a Christmas party that we had with some friends was about bidets. And there were two really funny coincidences that happened right after that. So it's not it's not a secret, and it's not a conspiracy theory that our phones listen to us, right? That's known knowledge. Well, after that, I got nothing but bidet ads on my YouTube for a week and a half after talking about bidets. And then my brother, his wife, got him a bidet for Christmas. So all this bidet talk was actually prophecy.
It was
Or
God
poopacy.
saying, "Hey, y'all getting a bidet."
I said, hey, have a wonderful spray from bidet. It's only 20
And
bucks,
get
what
along.
can you say?
Get along with your bottom. Oh, you should have committed. Should have committed, Sean. You gotta marry those stairs.
What are you, my therapist?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Gotta marry, and you lost your ooga.
What? What?
You just neoed through that bird.
I did. Oh, it happened
You
again.
did it again. I think you just gotta wait for that first bird to start coming up. Yeah. At least you're making it to the end of the first thing here.
Right. And then there's probably a whole second and third thing.
Yep, I won't lie. There's at least a good long second one.
You know, if I didn't take significant pauses from playing this game every time we play it, I would probably have beaten it by now.
You want to see me run to the end of the thing on my first try?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Time has nothing to do with it. It's skill.
What I'm saying is I wouldn't lose my skill if I.
I haven't played this since, well, at least before we have started playing it. But it might be like, I don't know, 6 months ago is when I played this last.
But you have years of experience.
Yeah,
on
so
me.
see, but 6 months off.
But
You're telling me
but
you're telling me that time off is killing your skill.
I'm saying that lack of experience combined with time off, it's like, okay, it's like if you were to go golfing, right? Let's say you took a beginner's course for golfing, and you leave, and you're like, okay, I can get the ball off the green, and then you take like 4 weeks off from golfing, and you just go to the Masters and expect to do well. But guess what? You can't even get your putter off the driver. Like, it's just not how it works. And yes, I said golf terminology wrong as a joke because
I was hoping it was a joke because I have no knowledge about golf, and I was sitting there cringing.
I have a closet love for golf that I don't like to admit to a lot of people, except now to the public internet and to the people in this room. So there's that.
Golfing is something that I've never done, that I've always thought, yeah, I should try that once. Aside from like mini golfing, but that's not real golfing, so.
Right. Some people treat it like it's real golfing.
My wife does.
But nothing's more sobering of reality than when, than when you come up to like an alligator that has its mouth open, and that's like the actual obstacle that you have to overcome. It's like you act like you're Tiger Woods out there, and then you have like you gotta like hit your ball into a squirrel's anus, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's been recorded for all of you to hear. Go back 5 seconds and you can hear it again.
Da-da-da-da, squirrel's anus!
The new planet identified by scientists. Squirrel's anus.
From the people that brought you Uranus comes a brand new invention.
This is all brought to you by Machinima.
Squirrel's anus. That's gotta be a t-shirt.
Everything we say has got to be a t-shirt.
Could the t-shirt be brown?
For the squirrel wouldn't. No.
We could make it work.
I don't know if I want to promote a shirt with a squirrel's butthole on it.
It's not a squirrel's butthole. It's a squirrel's anus.
It's just the same thing. There's just a medical term for it.
Squirrel's anus.
That's just it's the difference for what you say with your friends versus what you say to a doctor when you go in for an appointment.
Hey doctor, so I need you to look at my squirrel's anus.
No, I need you to see my butthole versus hanging out with a bunch of friends and saying, you know what, you're being a real anus right now.
I hope you don't go to a doctor and the first thing you say is, I need you to see my butthole.
Oh, this is some premium content.
Oh, 100%. There's something about the fact that whenever we play Crash Bandicoot, magic happens.
And whenever we play Doom, nothing happens.
Hey, that's when we play Crash.
Nice recover there. This will be your last streak of attempts. But we'll let you either die or beat the level.
Enough. It will either let me die or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Batman Dark Knight, what a good film.
9/28.
Squirrel's anus.
Chuck Norris in disguise.
I'm sure the people at Hasbro who work their butts off making frickin' Transformers love their...
I think you said that term right or wrong. You're talking about Hasbro working their squirrel's anus off.
There you go.
Yeah, come on. pull it together.
Yeah, those people at Hasbro working their squirrel anuses off.
Well, we know what this episode's called now.
Just don't look it up on YouTube with the term squirrel's anus. You're not gonna like what you find. Especially don't look it up on Google Images.
You will find what you're looking for, and the FBI will know that you searched it.
Someone from PETA is gonna be knocking on your door, and I think you might have a few extra Jehovah's Witnesses that week. Just don't let them witness a squirrel's anus. I'm a disturbed person.
Ooh,
So do you remember the last time we played and we talked about Scottish cheese?
I forgot, actually, and now I'm happy that you remembered.
And do you remember that? And so what I did was afterwards I had to go to a grocery store for my mom, and I stopped and I saw that they had the cottage cheese sign, and so I sent you, how sad. They don't even know it's Scottish cheese. Magical times. Full circle. Kind of like alright, we'll see you in the next episode.
See you guys next time. We're gonna beat the level. Wink, wink.
Squirrel's anus.